Bluetooth connected.
Hey Fabrizio, it is like 100 degrees and it's been all day and it's just miserable. It's going to be the same tomorrow. So, but work's got to be done.
Hey there. I know you're in the middle of something, but I was wondering if we could just take a few seconds and read some scripture.
Dan, there's no everyone. There's just you and Fabrizio. Of course, I've only been going 5 minutes, so. Excuse me. Dan, you're really pumping up pages on your that story you're doing, man. Stuff's looking really good. Yeah, you're a workhorse, man. D-man.
Oh, hey there. Here's how I decked out my dorm with Amazon for less. The thing I'm the most proud of?
Not Batman Returns, just the first Batman. I didn't even think to look at that there. Someone saying, I should be ashamed. Nice outfit. Come on, chick, let's go. Anybody ever listen to a movie score? And you're just like saying the dialogue to the movie as long as you listen to it. Tyraz, I can't remember. You'll have to remind me. What was it? What was I looking at? Oh, Gaten, I was just saying, if you ever listen to like a musical score like this, it's the '89 Batman, and I'm like saying the dialogue, you know, when Jack Nicholson's like looking at Batman, he's like, nice outfit. It comes out of me naturally. I just wonder if anyone else does that. Yeah, Sebastian Eckhart, you ought to think about the future. What, when you run the show, you ain't got no future, Jack. You're an A1 nutboy, Grissom knows it.
Hey, Dad, wanna play?
Okay.
Yeah, you're not that much of a nerd, D-man. You just sit around drawing Asgardians. None of us are that big of a nerd. Except for those of us that are, which is all of us. God damn it. Hey, Panda. Yeah, trying to wrap this one up. The pen is truly mightier than the sword. No, I haven't played any of the Prince songs. Let's go. Shields. How much do you weigh? Ain't no way Kim Basinger weighed 108 pounds. Whatever you do, don't let go. When you were a kid, you would pour over the Warner Brothers merchandise catalogs from this time. Yeah, it was a different era, you know. We didn't have access to everything at our fingertips. So everything was a little bit more magical, in my opinion. In a weird way. We were all so innocent. Tyraz, aside from this comic and the future stories you're about to do you have like a middle project you want to work on? I mean, I've got a million different ideas I'd like to try to do. I've talked about how I think anybody who makes comics or on any level has probably got tons of ideas, like, oh, I would like to do this, or I'd like to do that, or it's a stupid thing I've always kind of wanted to do is I sit here and talk shit on Liefeld's work all the time, and I'm like, I should just redraw an entire issue of something that he's done, which is a bad idea because, I'll just demonstrate how bad I am, but that's like a thing I've always wanted to try, like find one of the worst things he's ever done and just redraw it. Just take everything I think that sucks and try and do it better. That's a dumb thing I'll never do. I've got tons of stories and concepts and ideas, but it's like I'm just focusing on getting one or two of them done so there can be a body of work to look at. D-Man, you like watching me and my brother play? We played Karate Champ. It's simultaneously like fucking worst video game ever made and also kind of entertaining and fun. Chief Cook, you are correct, sir. Hi, Grace.
The new Gatorade Momentum bottles are too clean. These colors are really cool. You can also use the GX Pop.
Yo, shut up. Yeah, the sword's a pretty obvious design there, Chief, for sure. Yeah, End Raven in that movie. I remember as a kid, like that was the greatest movie in the history of ever when it first came out. It was so fun. And my parents bought it on VHS, and me and my brothers and sisters would watch it over and over and over. I could probably quote the entire movie from memory. It's certainly not, in my mind, the best Batman movie, but it sure was amazing for its time. Nate! Oi! Yeah, I saw that video, Nate. I think it's an old video. I don't think it's current. It's from a couple years ago. But it is stupid. Tyra, as you say, did they ever act out your favorite scenes? If you're talking about from this movie, 100%. Me and my brothers and sisters, we'd all act out the fight scenes and hanging over the edge of cliffs and shit from this movie. We had a great time as kids doing that stupid stuff. Yeah, Tyraz, we had great fun. I look back on it now and just think about how much fun we were having as kids. Just watching this Batman movie, acting it out, saying the dialogue, just having a great time. Chief Cook, you're trying to remember what her sword. Yeah, He-Man had the power sword. She-Ra had the sword of protection. It was sword of power and sword of protection. She had a condom sword. Her companion was a horse. Oh, you know, years ago, when I was doing my first drawings of She-Ra for book 2, I did a Google search. I needed some reference of a woman and a horse. So I Google searched woman and a horse. That produced some interesting results I did not want to see, that I looked at for a couple of more minutes than I should have. D-Man, my brother was in the white, so I was the red/pink guy.
Okay, you're watching YouTube, but did you know there's a YouTube Music app where you can discover new music?
Yeah, my brother was giving me the business in that game, but that's okay. He's a gamer, I'm not. Winged bat who flies through the night and finds me ready. Bob Masks. Well, we played a little Double Dragon. That was kind of fun. We did Life Force that went up today. We played this Bruce Lee Kung Fu fighting game, which was kind of fun for like 5 minutes. called America. Detroit DLC. Dude, that is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, starting a Twitch stream, I don't know. Both got the full-time jobs, and my brother's got a little baby. Well, he's a baby. He's 2 years old now. I don't know how well that would work. I don't think we're that interesting. And neither one of us is like a hot girl, so we got that against us too. Giant forehead. I kind of remember Black Star, sort of. Kind of, sort of. I love Shatterstar's double-bladed sword. Yeah, D-Man, I like the judge character, whatever, in Karate Champ. He's just sitting there bouncing on top of frickin' palm trees, judging us. The last page of this thing, it could be this. I might have one more fill-in page to do, but this honestly might be, no, there's one other page. It's a group shot of all of them. I gotta get the group shot. And then that would be primarily all the art being done. I'll have to come up with something, Dan. Last page stream party. Oh, I'm still burned out, Nate. I'm just pressing it down, you know, so it'll build up inside me and erupt as like a heart attack in a couple of years. You know, like a man. Grace, I'm gonna mess around with like doing lives while I'm doing my lettering on the computer so people can see the artwork going, so I can still talk to people. And then I'll just do some random drawings here and there for other lives, but the scripting and all that stuff, the scanning, I'll be doing that all on my own. Eventually, I'll be starting on a new project, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Nate, I only got to stop in for like 5 seconds. I think it was pretty late, and my happy ass is not getting enough sleep as it is, staying up late and then getting up early. But that's what you get for living on the other side of the planet. Still counts, right? Yeah, D-Man, I want to do something that I can own and do crowdfunding and blah, blah, blah. So, whatever I do next, me and Chuck are going to figure that out. And see what we can kind of build on from there for ourselves. Well, thanks, Sebastian. That's what I was that's what I was going for. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it does not. Well, Dan, you know, like I've been saying forever what I was going to do. I was just going to go right from this right into like the alternate version of it, with them all redesigned, and you know, kind of just keep going with the momentum of this, but have them kind of redesigned on a different world, different names, and that's honestly what I would prefer to do. But it depends on what Chuck wants to do, what he's interested in, because he wants to do something, and I got to see what his interests are. I can tell you what I don't want to do is some boring story of like detectives in a city, some crime story of human heads talking. I want to draw something big and visually exciting, something fun, you know, like a visually exciting comic with action, adventure, and movement and energy, but also hopefully, in theory, good story that engages people. But I don't know, it just depends on what Chuck is kind of interested in doing, and then what we kind of come up with. And I'm not that good at drawing all kinds of different stuff, so it's also like picking something that I can maybe kind of pull off. Like if you say, hey, Rob, we're going to hire you to draw this comic book that's all like car chases, I would sooner shoot myself than draw a bunch of cars. So, Dan, I don't know if that answers your question exactly. Like I was saying, I know what I wanted to I 100% had a plan. I knew exactly what I was going to do. Just roll right into my own version of this. And, you know, take it out of the Masters of the Universe world and make it my own sci-fi, fantasy, science fiction story. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. And again, I don't know if Chuck would even be interested in the thing I want to do. Like, you know, the continuation of this. But the other problem is that I want to own it, like, be mine. This is my thing. And because, you know, I've been drawing this other thing for other people. If I'm going to go off and do my own continuation of these characters, I don't want to have to worry about ownership from someone else. And we haven't talked about it, but I assume he would like to do something where we have co-ownership on it, and I get it. I'm totally fine with that. I want to own the next version of these characters. I call it my own. I've invested too much into it to have to ask somebody else, so I'm kind of fine with us just finding something else that it's ours, and then we kind of attack that and see what we can come up with. A pit-like side quest? You mean some kind of like monster comic where we're just doing like raging bloody battles? Because honestly, I got a little bit of a chub even just thinking about that. That sounds like a fun idea, actually. It's just kind of coming up with the concept, a hook, you know. Yeah, Nate, like I said, I am. That's the plan. I'm not gonna do homages to anything else. I'm gonna do my own thing. El Guapo. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm building an audience, and so I'm hoping that will contribute to people's interest in the future. We'll definitely see how that goes. El Guapo, while I have you, obviously, my plan is to get to your review on your comic here real soon. I wanted to ask you if you were all right if I put that sketch you did of She-Ra that you sent with your book. Can I put that in the back of my book as a pinup in this thing? Are you all right with that? Because it looked really cool. See, D-Man, I don't even think my He-Man comic here even feels sword and sorcery exactly. It feels more to me like superhero adjacent. But the other stuff I want to do, I want to have my characters, I've talked about this, I want to have all my characters, the alternate versions of these guys, run into like alternate versions of Image Comics characters, like all a bunch of Liefeld characters, and have them just slaughter the shit out of them. I think that would be fun. Well, Guapo, I thought it looked great for a skit. Well, what I really liked about it is you stuck to the kind of redesign of She-Ra that I've done. I changed her outfit a little bit. And I like that you did my version. I mean, I don't want to ask you to, you're more than welcome to if you wanted to do a different one. I was more than happy. Now I'm gonna have to go get it. It's in the other room. It's in the kitchen. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Let me step away and go grab it. Now that I've brought it up. I have returned. While we've got him on the hook, everyone go follow El Guapo Comics and get his stuff. Gin and Tonic. This is the book he sent me. It's awesome. I love the cover. But yeah, he sent this sketch right here. And I'm like, it's the design that I hated She-Ra's original cartoon upper body piece with this little weird circular star-shaped thing. So I turned it into like a armored piece, and he stuck to that basic design. And I'm like, God damn, do I think that looks good? Not because it's my design, but it's because of his artwork. I love the sketchy line work, man. I just dig it. And you know what's crazy is that I didn't know it was in the book. Obviously, you'd slipped it in there. And so when I opened up the package, I picked it up and I moved across the room, and it fell out onto the floor. And my son, he came over. He's like, Dad, what's this? I'm like, where the hell did you get that? He's like, it was just right here on the floor. And so I pieced it together. Like, I came like this close to like not even knowing it was there and it being on the floor and somebody stepping on it. But fortunately, my 9-year-old little boy was like, Daddy, look at this. Is this your drawing? I'm like, no, This is, yeah. And I love that she doesn't have her headpiece on. I mean, I had to put it on here because I'm trying to do like Prime She-Ra. I hate this fucking headpiece. I hate drawing it. It looks kind of cool if you do it right. I'm not saying I ever have, but I think she looks better without it. So anyway, and I love the short cape too, like the way she should have. It's not a big, long, flowing cape. It's that little short cape. It looks great. So I thought this was awesome. Pardon my yawning. I don't know if I want to look up a girl on YouTube by the name Corn Kernels. I feel like I'm gonna find something that I probably don't want to see. She's like, stare up my poop chute, Rob. And I would. Yeah, Sebastian, you know, for sure. Thanks, El Guapo Comics. I appreciate it so much. A lot of whiteout. Now I'm stuck. Because these 4 images of the individual characters are all kind of part of the same like last group shot thing. And I did, you know, ink wash on all the other 3. I kind of don't want to do that on this. Now I'm not sure. But then it wouldn't look. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I'll scan this in black and white, preserve a file, and then I can do an ink wash on it. And if I fuck it up, I've at least got the file saved. I know, my comic, my rules, but I kind of wanted these last 4 images kind of be like a big end centerpiece, and it would just kind of maybe be weird to have them all ink washed except hers. I don't know. Yeah, like I wasn't sure I wanted to do ink wash on this one. But I actually thought this one would come out pretty good. You think I should do it, Dan? It's 1 vote for ink wash. 2 votes. Nate. Well, Nate just says ink wash is awesome. He didn't necessarily say I should do it. I think I'll scan it and then do it so I can have both. So I'm not trying to pull it out later. Because trust me, you guys don't want me pulling it out on camera. And then, of course, if I do my alternate version stories of these, that's what She-Ra's going to look like. And it's not going to be She-Ra anymore, but that's her. I don't know if you, I mean, some of you who maybe haven't seen this, this was digitally inked by Chuck Gibson. You know, he's a former inker for Image Comics. He worked for Wildstorm, Jim Lee's studio. He did stuff for CrossGen. But this is the first thing him and I ever collaborated on. Back in the end of December, I was talking on one of my live streams that my birthday was coming up, and he'd been kind of commenting on videos and stopping in the live streams, and he's like, hey, for your birthday, I'll ink something for you. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Seriously? So I penciled this and sent it to him, and he sent this back, and it's better than I could ever hoped. Like the line weights and the metal textures that he did. Like I had indications of metal textures, but he just took it to a whole other level. He said one of the things that he feels like he's really good at is textures, and he's completely right. So this Chuck Gibson, he's inked Jim Lee. Now, he will tell you he only did it twice, and he's not particularly proud of it because he was nervous as hell. That is irrelevant. He has inked Jim Lee, and he's fucking with my work. Like, how does that happen? How do I get to be that fortunate? Anyway, set that aside. Yeah, shout out to Chuck, right? I think he just sent me today the final pages that he had in hand. I gotta scan something and send it to him tonight, like as soon as I get off this. Let me show you what he sent me. Downloading. Yep, he just sent me this one. And I think it looks pretty dang good. Again, he's getting into those metal textures on Trapjaw's helmet there. Throwing in some gray tones. Like a Zipatone kind of thing. I really like this figure, the black kind of shiny parts that he did on the costume there. It's like he knows what he's doing. Let's see. More like Chuck, damn, son. Right? know what I'm thinking of. He sent me screenshots in. Oh, look, Jessica sent me this. She's at the splash pad with her kids. Isn't that cute? Those are her boys. Anyway, we're not here to look at Jessica's kids. Oh, yeah. It's a page Chuck's working on for me from way back in the middle of the book. Fisto's bearing his soul after he got done burying himself inside her. Let's see. Yep, I think that's it. Anyway. But Dan Goodwin, you think I should do the ink wash on this too, right? Chad, how's it going? Someone saying you vote ink wash? Yeah, I could definitely give it some more three-dimensionality if I kind of give it like some dark along the, you know, the edge of her face there, so it looks like it folds into the back, you know, to give it some shadows. And then I did reference this face off. I'll have to find that reference again. Anyway. All right, you talked me into it. I'll scan it first, and then I'll do some ink wash in case I fuck it up. Yeah, see, someone said that's kind of why that's why I'm thinking of it, just to have it balance out with the rest of them. It'd be kind of weird just to have this one suddenly be black and white. I just kind of like the way it looks in black and white. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. I want to see some old artwork that I did. This is from years ago, but I was trying new things with this moon. I really wanted to get a three-dimensional moon. Bet you can't guess how I did that shit. And that's original paper. That's on the board. Any guesses on how I did that moon? It's probably 20 years ago. Just flat on the thing there. Chad and Endraven. Chad basically first. It's with spray paint. You can see those guys do those spray paintings like on the side of streets and shit. Where they get that shit out and just spray it over it. I used to fart around with that. I got pretty good at it, honestly. But what I did is I spray painted a coat down so it's not just the paper. It has like a glossy surface. And then I sprayed, I'm trying to remember, so long ago, but I think I did black on top and then white on top of that. And then I took a glossy piece of like magazine paper and you lay it on top of it and then you peel it off and it just makes those textures. Like if you can kind of see, it's just black and white paint with the glossy magazine paper on top of it. And then when you peel it off, it kind of mixes them. And then I did a little ink splatter to give it a shadow. And then once it dried, I put around something on top of it and then inked around it. And it's not perfect by any means. I'm not saying that it is, but it was an experiment. And then I do this white splatter behind it to make it look like one of the spiral arms of the Milky Way galaxy. So it makes it look like it sets out more three-dimensionally in the space. So that was just a fun thing to try. All right, scan that and ink wash it later. Maybe that's tomorrow's live stream. I could finish up this because Chuck wanted to help me on this one. Uh-oh. I got the hand still too near the dick, and I even drew in the dick. I was told to move it. Oh yeah, I've been listening to the Batman soundtracks off and on through this stream. Had it itching for some Batman, I guess. Some old school Danny Elfman. You might be right, Dan. I don't think he's ever held anything other than that type of stuff. That's funny. It's funny to think about. Dan, now you're questioning yourself. Like, wait a minute.
On the YouTube Music app, you can bump your fave songs in the background while you do stuff. Whoever.
Or maybe I do, someone's saying. Maybe I do want to know. You don't know what weird shit I'm into. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it, man. Did I see the video of the monkey biting Danny DeVito's nuts on the set of Batman Returns? No, but I think I need to see that immediately. You say the word man gets bit in the nuts by monkey. D-Man, we're all into that weird shit. I've never met a man that's like, I don't want to see a video of a monkey biting a man's nuts. You won't be able to post a link, Sebastian, if that's what you're trying to do. It doesn't let you. Unless you're a moderator. But don't get me wrong, I want to see it. I also want to see hot chicks trying on bikinis. Someone saying for the win. Monkeys with horses. This is true. There's no part of that statement that is untrue.
On the YouTube Music app, you can bump your fave songs in the background. Well,
Yeah, I know, D-Man. I know how to Google search. D-Man likes the blonde white woman. You digging this Danny Elfman Batman Returns soundtrack? Yeah, it's pretty good.
At Granger, we have over 1 million products, including the ones that help keep your work. I wouldn't count on that, D-Man.
kind of fun doing the light box like this. It kind of gives it such a clean kind of vibe. Such a clean. Omer Glitch, do I do commissions? It's never a no. It just kind of depends on what you're asking for and what you're kind of what you're interested in, because as far as commissions, like, I'm always trying to make a few bucks, so it's always a possibility. Yeah, it's a. I got some printouts of some Silvestri artwork for inspiration, and I just needed something to, when I'm doing these light boxes, I got to cover the whole glass. If part of the, the light box is shining through, it doesn't. I can't see the. I can't see through it. So yeah, that's just what I've got sitting here. It's always fun to have some Silvestri stuff for inspiration. So good. Yeah, Silvestri is just the king of kings.
As you're saying goodbye this summer, swing into your local glasses store and say hello, saving.
Yeah, I've got a whole pile of these full 11 by 17 printouts of some of the high resolution stuff of Silvestri's art that I could find. And I sit there and look at that, and then I look at my own crap, and I'm like, yeah. I need to try harder. Yeah, I like Sam Keith's stuff. D-Man, it borders on too weird for me. I can look at any of his like original art, his black and white stuff. There's an artist edition out there I want to pick up. He's so good, but his, like, the Max was just too fucking weird. I appreciate that it was meant to be weird and people liked it that it was weird, but it was too weird for me and I could not get into it. So I don't look back on the Max with any fondness. That being said, we'll be covering it on the channel eventually. But I appreciate the weirdness. I just don't like the weirdness. It's not for me. But I would encourage it because there needs to be more different stuff than mainstream comics. I wholeheartedly agree on that. Yeah, this is an intentional. I mean, I'm assuming you recognize it. It's an intentional, like, homage to X-Force 6, the one that Mike Mignola drew, but Liefeld did the cover, and it's a pretty fun composition. So I'm drawing all the characters from my fan fiction here in that pose. That was Cable and Grizzly and Kane and Domino and whoever the fuck the other guy was. Sure, me drawing like this is less interesting to people because you probably can't see much of what I'm doing through the light box until I move it out of the way. Kevin. Good of you to join. I'm probably not going to be on here too much longer. Hit about the 2-hour mark. I was actually going to shut down sooner, but I'm actually having a lot of fun doing this light box drawing that I didn't think I was. And now I kind of want to keep going, but I also kind of wanted to go get in bed. But now that Kevin's here, I don't think I did. The Batman theme mixed with the Imperial March. I don't think I heard that. See, I don't know that the dick crotch hand thing is as weird as... I can't decide if I want to try and move it. Once I finish it up, I think it'll look fine. Problem is, once I do it, I'm committed to it. Ladies and gentlemen, How's it going, Patrick? Jeez. Mr. Green, yeah, I'm still going. I was going to shut down, but I started doing the light box on this thing, and I started having a lot of fun with it. Now I don't want to stop until I'm done, because I'm not going to be 100% done, but I'm pretty dang close. So I always wonder why I'm so tired in the morning. Ain't no party like the West Coast party, because the West Coast party don't stop. Ugh. I am getting tired though, but I'm close. I'm gonna piss off Dan Goodwin because I didn't reposition Jitsu here, so he thinks Fisto's hand is too close to his Jitsu's dick. And I thought that I should rearrange it, but I ain't gonna. So, we'll see what it looks like when I'm done. I've never seen Big Guy and Rusty, but I've been picking up the Shaolin Cowboy. And holy Lord, Jeff Darrow. Yeah, Kevin, I mean, it's only 2 layers of Bristol, so it's pretty bright. And Jeff Darrow's one of those guys that's kind of hard to look at, because once you look at it, if you're an artist, and you go back to your own shit, and you're like, well, I just need to stop. Because once you've seen work at that level, I'm just like, well, time for me to pack it in. I'm like, no, I'll take it as inspiration. I want to grow and learn. Be as good as him one day. And it doesn't matter that you'll never reach that goal. The journey is its own reward. Or some bullshit. Whew. No, you're not wrong, Kevin. I do that still. I just learn to kind of trust what I've thrown down based on the underdrawing. That's why it's getting the underdrawing correct. Shit. Yeah, no, I do the same. You are not wrong. The codpiece de la resistance, as it were. Oh, this, if you're talking about this is Silvestri stuff I printed out. I got a whole pile of Silvestri printed out stuff for inspiration and to remind me how good he is and how bad I am. I actually think... Still got a few things to do. It's not 100% done, but gives me an idea of what I'm looking at. Excuse my hiccup. This foot sucks. Exit out means black it out. Ugh. Yeah, Kevin, I did a whole bunch of Silvestri printouts. Because he's just so good. That one right there is one of my favorites. It's so damn good. Anyway. Okay. I think I'm going to call it a night. This is as far as I'm going to take this. It's not done. I got to draw in She-Ra's face. I got to draw in Strong Arm's, the rest of his arm, and then his other leg in here somewhere. Sorta. Yeah, there's a Liefeld homage, if ever there was one. Yeah, I wish that was me. But it is the dream I'm chasing to get to that level. Oh well. I gotta be me. I'm not him. I gotta be me. Find out who I am and what my art is. Oh no, Kevin, I don't waste time with that. Do I have to make copies and then I ink straight on the board, and if I fuck it up, well then sucks to be me. Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Green. All right, but yeah, I gotta...
Power on.
I mean, yeah, I do have a scanner here now, but I still just go for it. I find myself kind of wanting to practice and train myself like the way the guys used to have to do it back in the day, just you pencil it, you ink it, and you go and you learn. But I'll be sending this off to Chuck once I finish it up. He said he'd be interested in maybe inking it, so I'll just leave it this open line thing. I won't bother. I don't need to pencil in the black areas and just leave it open and let him kind of make his interpretations. I don't do your request, D-Man. Don't worry about it. I listen to what I want to hear. Inspires me. Yeah, I'm going to shut down, guys. I got to do some stuff. So, all right, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Whew, this one went long. Oh, Antoine, what's up? All right, see you guys, D-Man, Kevin, Mr. Green, whoever else may be still listening. Gayton, catch you next time.